Hello, everyone. Here with me today is FIT Professor Lynda Johnson. Lynda, would you be able to tell us a little bit about yourself?
I have been teaching at FIT since about 1986 or 87 as an adjunct professor. I started out teaching the magazine journalism course, which I love. It's one of my favorite courses to teach, but I also teach journalism, fashion journalism, advertising and promotion, as well as publicity workshop and business communication courses.
And then why did you decide to teach at FIT and what do you do there?
It's interesting how I became an instructor at FIT. The chair of the department contacted me years ago and asked me to come in and do a presentation as an alumni. When I got there and I did the presentation, the students were all coming up to me and asking me questions. And I was like, there were people here who had what I thought were far superior positions than I did, but they sort of gravitated towards me and asked me a lot of questions about things in terms of the fashion industry and the publishing industry. And the chair came up and asked me later if I would teach. And I was like, teach? It was hard enough for me to do 1 hour. Now you want me to come and do 3 hours. And he said, you only have to do one class. And I came in and I started teaching and actually really liked it because it's like opening up minds and giving them information that's real world information about all the things that I had done in my career. And it was great having been a graduate of FIT to come back and share that information with students as well.
Can you tell us what attracted you to choosing FIT for your college education?
I clearly remember the day at breakfast, me asking, I said, I'm graduating, I want to go to school in New York, and I want to study. At that point, I wanted to be a fashion buyer, I thought. And my parents both looked up at the same time and said, you cannot go to New York. They stole the hubcaps off of our car when we were there, and you can't go to school there. I was desperate, wanting to go to a fashion school. Went home, saved up some money. And when they saw that I was really serious, they said, okay, you have to stay with your aunt. She lived in Long Island. I remember that 3-hour commute. I would get up and diligently come to school. And I absolutely loved FIT. Compared to where I came from, FIT was like 100 times better. And the fact that all of my instructors were people who had been in the industry, and they were not only sharing information and insight, they were connecting me to those people in the industry. So when I was in my last semester at FIT, I ended up interning at Essence Magazine. And I was like, oh my God, Essence Magazine. I've been reading this magazine forever. It was from that internship that I got my first job, which was actually my first and only job, was Fairchild Publications.
How do you think FIT benefits AMC students now?
I think that they still do a great job of trying to find new ways to educate the students on the changing developments that are going on in the industry. They stay very connected with what's going on and adding course curriculums that they know will benefit the students once they get out there. And when I was working, I always loved having interns from FIT compared to all the other schools that we would get interns from. And I remember some of my coworkers were saying, oh, you're such a snob. You think everybody has to come from FIT. And I'm like, yeah, but think about it. I said, every FIT student that comes in here to intern for us, they know the terminology, the language, they could jump right into a situation. It was the best interns that I ever had were FIT students.
What programs do you think FIT has that helps students' future careers?
They have quite a few programs that enhance. There's a lot of extracurricular activities. The fact that FIT does study abroad, I think that really enhances a lot of what the students learn and know, because they'll get a global perspective of what's going on in the industries that they're interested in going in. So that's a good program. And a lot of the courses that are offered are really well vetted in terms of making sure that everybody's leaving there with the best up-to-date information that they need to know.
Can you tell us what career path you decided to take upon graduating from FIT?
Initially, that was the one thing about FIT that was hard for me because a lot of the courses that I took, I liked a lot. At first, I thought I wanted to be an ad copywriter. And then I thought I wanted to do video production. I ended up working with a guy who did a lot of films, hated it. I had somebody connected me to somebody who did ad copywriting, hated it. I was like, I don't want to do this. And what I really liked was being able to report on fashion from the standpoint of the business side of it, the style side of it, pull together fashion photo shoots. And when I landed at Fairchild, I was able to do all of those things in one fell swoop.
Is there anything else from your career experience you would like to share with us?
I launched an online content-based website called Kid Style Source, and it covers the children's industry. And I started the largest African-American book club in the country called Go On Girl. And I've written a book. So it's like a lot of interesting things have happened in my life, in my career.
You recently were nominated for the Suny Chancellor's Awards. That's fantastic. Congratulations on that. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I was nominated by Professor Ellens, and I'm really thankful that they considered me worthy of this award. And my understanding is that it is for instructors who are adjuncts and who do a great job of reaching and teaching their students.
Is there anything else you'd like to share with us today?
Just to tell you all to persevere and don't let anybody step on your dreams. So there's always going to be a foot there to do it. So you just have to dodge it and keep it moving.
Well, thank you so much for your time and speaking to us today.